Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Time already?
I think it's time. It is time for a 35-minute race. Welcome to the 86 Challenge Multi-Class Sim Series, where today we bring you coverage live from Sonoma, California. This is a 2.5-mile track, 12 turns, bringing you, well, tight corners, elevation changes, and those fast, sweeping corners. Oh boy, stick around guys, this is going to be such a blast. We got GR86s going against our homies there in the Mazda MX5. Lots of these drivers have real life pace in both of these cars, so we're going to bring them head to head here on the track. Great day for racing here in Sonoma, California. Unfortunately, the grass is not greener on the other side of the hill. We're in the sand here. So not the springtime, unfortunately, but in all seriousness, this is going to be such a great battle for the ages as we bring up the points really quick. Nathaniel, is it P? I think that is. Nathaniel Redman, regardless, in our championship lead here. Tiago P. DeLima, P2. Daniel Higgins, P3. And then Stone Colby, Joe Rainey, Warren Johnson, Maxim Guzman, Slater Colby, Daniel Parmalee, and Jake Steckler rounding out that top 10 in the points. Buckle up, guys. Grab your beverage of choice, whether it's a sweet tea, whether it's a little bit something harder, you're going to want it. Not going to want to leave the seat here tonight. Grab that popcorn. We are about to be green flag racing here from Sonoma. The Toyota GR86 of Tiago and Jason Jin. Amethyst Reese right there with them will lead us to green flag. The Mazdas of, well, Josh Hunter down through Joe Rainey will be P4 through P8 overall, going to have their own class respectively. Here we go. Green flag is out from Sonoma Raceway. Side by side heading up into the hill in turn one. This is a quick left-hander, hard on the brakes, back into another right-hander. GR86 is making their way through already, as that is the matte black. Keep your eye on that MX5 of Nico Colby. Here's Josh Hunter, Joe Rainey going to go, well, they're single file up through the hill now through turns 4 and 5. Appreciate everybody joining us in there on YouTube land as well. You directors, let me know who you want to hear from mid-race, as we're already getting a little bit single file. This is further in the back of the pack. Miles Peterson, newer name with us, little bit off the pace, but maybe just letting the tire pressures come up to pressure as Jason Jin continues to lead us down into the carousel. Got to remember, these are two completely different race cars. The MX-5 coming in at 2,300 pounds and the GR86 coming in at, let me make sure I get this right here, 2,800 pounds. So you got to be just a little bit more careful with the GR86, but it's got the power to help you out these longer sections of this short track of a road course here. Nico Colby continuing to lead the MX-5s. No switch out here yet. Jason Jin continuing to lead GR86. Oh, getting side by side back here coming into the tight hairpin. We are almost 4 wide, 3 wide here. Ali Kasey down the inside, little bit of contact with Warren Johnson and Jake Steckler. No harm, no foul. We will keep this thing going. 25x limit on the incident points. So, boys, keep her going here. Long way to go, long time to get there. Just rounding the second minute in a 35-minute race. Hopping on board with Slater Colby here. Know that lots of these guys racing these MX5s real life, and oh, you best believe we do have the driver cams here tonight. Oh, huge save out of Slater Colby. That is the driver in the top right that you see in the cams. Appreciate all these drivers letting us hop on board with them. As here's Nico Colby. He's continuing to lead the MX5 class. He is right on Amethyst Reese back bumper, and Amethyst, look out. I know it's a different class, but Nico's got some pace here today. That matte black MX5 looking down the inside here. Oh, thinking better of it. As we are still just battles all throughout the track. Here's a little bit further on, Warren Johnson trying to make some spots back up on Ali Kasey. Jake Steckler here. Rounding out, Caleb Greco rounding out MX5. This is so reminiscent of my own league. If you haven't heard already, that is GT4 versus NASCAR. Oh, Caleb Greco, the Gecko, going a little bit wide, kicking up some gravel on the track. But as I was saying, as we'll cut back to the battle for the lead here, starts to heat up around that tight right-hander, and then this is back towards the start-finish line. GT4 versus NASCAR. We are at a free track, Okayama, this weekend. Sadly, the GT4s do have the pace, at least in practice, so we'll have to see if maybe the shorter straightaways can somehow help out us NASCARs. But that's both Class A, B, and C NASCARs, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks. But back to, I mean, the action here, once again, these two cars are very similar, but as far as handling goes, I even have the same 17-inch tires, but that Mazda it's a little bit more nimble. It's a little bit more balanced compared to this GR86. And as we see the battle heat up between the two classes here, Nico Colby looking down the inside of that Nyan Cat GR86. This is side by side between two different classes. Nico Colby, not as much grip on that outside line, but makes it work. And welcome, Rob Edgel. Okay, I am here. You can start. Man, Rob, you've been here the past few streams here. We couldn't be doing this without you. Oh, once again, side by side between two different classes. But if you guys are looking for some paint schemes on your car, be sure to hit up Rob Edgel. Rob, drop your Discord there in chat. And that is a bang for the buck there out of the Rob Edgel machine. This is the 86 Sim League, continuing on our multi-class challenge here at Sonoma Raceway. Unfortunately, in the desert, no green grass here in Sonoma like there is real life right now. Josh Hunter and Stone Colby going at it here in MX5. 23 viewers here in YouTube land. Could not be doing this without any of you, as well as the Playful Pint Sports Bar down there in Florida. They have put on a few of my streams here. It means the world to me, and you know it means the world to me also is this battle for the lead. Jason Jin, Tiago P. De Lima. How many times have we seen this? We'll hop on board with Tiago here. Bit of crank it up action coming out of the Tiago P. De Lima machine is Jason Jin. You gotta be, you avid road racers there in the YouTube land, you know that you are just looking out of your mirror this whole time. As a matter of fact, if we go to a driver eye cam here from our leader of Jason Jin, could very well see, he's right there in the mirror. There is no trying to get away from Tiago here, as he has had the pace throughout this whole season as the battles continue to tick on. Rob, let us know how the old Supra's handling. I'm thinking of getting rid of my Camaro over here in the old SSN camp. And I want 3 pedals this time around, so let us know how the Supra's holding. I think you said you're thinking about selling it, so we'll have to see how that goes. Here's another great battle between 2 classes. Wish they would add all Rob Supra into this thing, as Caleb Greco, Warren Johnson going at it for 12th overall. This is 5th in class and 8th in class still for Caleb Greco. There goes Warren Johnson through the dirt, what would be the grass. Going to kick up a rooster tail gravel all over this puppy. Daniel Higgins, Miles Peterson, Martin, Brian Zhao, and well, just Miles and Martin not going to be too happy with the old gravel put on track as the battle for the lead continues to heat up here from Sonoma Raceway. Great aerial cam here, brought to you by Stam Studio Network. If you are new and liking what you see, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you don't like what you see, shoot, let me know down there in YouTube chat, and I will be sure to fix it or do my best. But this battle for the lead between the 2 GR86s, it's we're gonna have to keep an eye on it, as now Nico Colby continues to run away from Joe Rainey, and with this separating those 2 MX5s. And I think you guys have heard my voice a little bit too much. We'll go to a quick crank it up here on Stam Studio Network. All right, crank it back down. This is Sean Stam back up here in the booth, and this battle for the lead, it continues to rage on, but I mentioned it kind of earlier in the race. This is the short track of all road courses. Whoa, what a save out of Tiago P. de Lima there. My goodness gracious. Don't count him out just yet, but as I was getting into the short track of road racing, this is what I was about to reference here, guys. Check out this. This is a drone following Slater Colby here, as Josh Hunter's right on his back bumper. The battle for MX5 Cup could not get much tougher. It's just going to continue to get tighter. I told you, if you didn't grab that drink, if you didn't grab your snack, grab it now. We're just down getting to the 10th minute out of this 35-minute race. 25 to go here from Sonoma Raceway. Slater Colby up to P4 in class. Nico Colby continuing to hold off Mr. Joe Rainey, but not by much. Remember that matte black, that's kind of ghost car. I don't know even what you'd call that out of Nico. I mean, just velvet black. Continues to hold off Joe Rainey in his very vibrant yellow and black bumblebee looking number 11. Amethyst Reese right there for P3, both in class, and Stone Colby for P3 and MX5. Those of you guys that are new to the 86 Challenge Sim Series, I don't have the B-roll this time, but lots of these Colby brothers, and matter of fact, happy sibling day to you guys. These guys race in MX5 Cup. They have the no top. Well, obviously, I think top comes a little bit more rare in the MX5, but these guys do lots of racing real life, not to mention the Colby brothers only, but lots of these drivers, as well as the 86 Challenge race with their Toyota GR86s. And we're here in Sonoma Raceway. This is, matter of fact, lots of these drivers' home tracks, so this could be another reason that we're seeing so tight battling between these drivers. We are just now getting started, as gaps are continuing to shrink between the GoPro and Amethyst Reese machine. Nico Colby continuing to lead in MX5, and Apologies if those graphics are a little bit tough to see there on the left side of the screen, but had to little last minute adjustment to get the classes separated, but at least we do have that, and appreciate you guys holding on with us there. I was going to go over any incidents, but we've really only had just drivers running off the track. Battle for the lead continuing to heat up, but let's look over the start just really quick here. All right, Mr. Logo, you can move now. There you go. Okay, so this is heading up into, once again, the, oh, Amethyst Reese, she had a run, but thinks better of it, and this is heading up into the quick left and then right-hander. This is, it looks easy up here from the aerial cam, but this is all but an easy turn. Everybody gets through it. I know we had a little bit of contacts a little bit later in the back of the pack, but we'll have to cut to that later, as now we are just now looking a little bit of wall contact for Tiago here, but just now what we're looking at in the replay, this is damn near side by side heading up into turns 1 and 2 here. Back on the right-hander, you're going to have to get the car under control here, set up turns 3, 4, and 5. That's exactly what Tiago does best, and quite frankly what we've seen him do best this whole season. No can I say that? No tops, just how, okay, just how Rob likes his ladies. There you go. I think that's okay in YouTube lands, but man, battle for the lead out of the Luminous Cloud, number 86 GR86, and the number, is that the number 10 of Jason Jin? Don't believe any sponsor on his red GR86 here, but if there's any track here in iRacing that you could kind of point toward a Mario Kart track, dry ruins, I think this one was called. You got the jumps, you got the elevation changes, you got the sand. If you know, you know, and if you're Jason Jin, you're probably wanting to hit a mystery box here headed into the quick S's. Possibly put down a little banana peel, if you get what I'm saying. Cough, cough. Little gravel on the track for Tiago. No. he's gonna listen to me. How about that, folks? But he's gonna compromise the low corner exit, is heading back into the turn number 12. Ooh, really compromised the exit. That might be the Sean and Tater curse there, side by side, coming to the start-finish line. Going to be Jason Jin at Tiago P. de Lima for the battle for the lead overall, as well as Toyota GR86. Don't look away from Joe Rainey and Stone Colby still battling it out, but we've seen this time and time again. I know, Josh Hunter, if you're listening here, man, I feel for you after running out of fuel on the last lap of our last multi-class race. But this isn't to mention, guys. Tiago P. de Lima, the Luminous Cloud 86, Toyota GR86, he has been here just about every race, both series, the Monday and Thursday series, and I feel like we've seen this one too many times. We see him either involved in an incident early on or just lose some pace, and then he's right back up on the back bumper for the lead, and most often than not, he's able to pass the son of a gun. Let's hang on board with him here for the next couple of turns. This is into turn 12, the hairpin. Excuse, okay. Well, I botched that. That was, what, turn 5? Okay, we're heading into the S's here. My apologies. iRacing, please update this to where we have, better textures, I'll say. My goodness, you can scan this at a better time? Come on now. Rob Edgell and those 22 viewers in YouTube chat could not be doing this without you, and let me know who you want to hear from. If you have a driver who's got a mic on them right now, little mid-race interview, I will not be doing it between Joe Rainey and Stone Colby, because this battle for the lead in MX5 is heating up. Front bumper to back bumper here, as here comes Stone Colby down the inside. The 52 Cobra machine, a little bit of contact, makes the pass. Stone Colby to the lead in MX5. Don't count out Joe Rainey, Josh Hunter. You could throw a blanket over 1 through 4. 1 through P4 here in MX5. Another drone shot here. A little bit of contact between, was that Bill Wu? It was in the back bumper of Josh Hunter. But look at the, my gosh, the slipstream you wouldn't think matters that much, but these MX-5s poking such a huge hole in the air. Sure, it's these drivers setting up the corner for the next one, but you got to think, getting a little bit of clean air on the nose between that little S's carousel section of the track is so important, and not to mention open setups. Who is running with just a little bit more camber, a little bit more tire pressure here tonight? Who pushes their car to the limit just a little bit early and loses pace? We've seen that one too many times this season as MX5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here headed into, is this finally? Nope, this is what the corner that got me last time, turn 5. All right, somebody's going to need to help me out here on SSN with a computer capable because this battle for the lead in MX5 is heating up, as well as the lead for overall. This is turn 12 here now, the hairpin. Thiago P. De Lima now side by side once again, able to get the better exit off of Jason Jin this time. Here we go. Thiago to the lead, and we could be saying bye-bye to that number 86 as he could be setting off into the sunset. Thiago, your top left camera there with us tonight. Little triple screen action. That's how I like to run my, not my production setup, but my sim racing setup. I like it, Thiago. He's got the wide angles, but I like those angles just a little tighter, but you're rocking with them, making it work. And wow, both drivers going wide here. Possibly know they're being talked about, and I know I mention it every time, but Nico Colby, okay, well, I wasn't going to mention this every time. He's lost that lead battle quite early on. Is going really wide. I was going to mention that's kind of sim racing, what do you call it, G-Force motion rig, there you go. He's going side by side with Amethyst Reese here. Different class battle, but still, it doesn't take much as Amethyst is using a little bit better power of the GR86, going side by side with Nico Colby here down the longest straightaway that we have at Sonoma. We got Bueling in chat? No way! Code Gold, Bueling. What's going on, man? I appreciate it. It's a little bit tough just with the old the sole commentator and producer. I'm doing everything back here behind the scenes, keeping the levels right, doing graphics, keeping, you name it, but I appreciate that. And we'll take a real quick look, speaking of graphics. Miles Peterson could have an incident with the Amethyst Reese, that Nyan Cat machine, but once again, thank you, Bueling, coming out there in YouTube land. Oh boy. Little dive bomb, and they both just get so slow that the graphics software registers it as a crash. No harm, no foul for Miles Peterson and Amethyst Reese. Alrighty, just about 15 minutes to go. I don't know how you guys are doing it, so I will once again treat you with a quick crank it up. I'll keep you around this battle. Joe Rainey, P3 in class, Slater Colby, and MX5 and P5 and MX5s. Goodness gracious, I'm everywhere tonight. Be right back here on STM Studio Network. Stick with us. Okay, I can't leave that one without saying what a save out of Joe Rainey, the number 11 machine. I'm sorry I cut that crank it up a little bit short, and sorry if I deafened you headphone users there in YouTube land, but if I could get another look at that, my goodness gracious, Joe Rainey, I don't know how he didn't spin. We'll hop on board with him here, and this is going into, yep, side by side with Amethyst here, and okay, it's a little bit later. We got to get back to live coverage there, Rob. Don't clip that one, Rob. But doesn't go without saying that these drivers still going side by side. Daniel Higgins, he's now up to P4 in class, doing the whole dive bomb, the old Martin Truex Jr. line there out of turn 12. Making the Dynaco machine have another good run here tonight, as he was pretty up there in the points, at least in normal GR86s. Man, happy sibling day for Slater Colby and Stone Colby. Can't forget Nico Colby down there was leading MX5, but Slater going to run a little bit wide, and here goes Josh Hunter. Stone leading MX5s at the moment. What a great save. Bueling, you called it there, man. I know I didn't quite catch the replay of it, but Joe Rainey, he had that thing slideways, and out of the car it's one thing, but in the car it is definitely another. That was throttle control, brake control, and also, I mean, lots of steering control as we were on board with him for a little bit. And here we're side by side. Different classes. Josh Hunter trying to hold off P4 overall, or in class, to Amethyst Reese, but it's going to be a little bit harder with that little bit lighter car, a little bit more power. Amethyst thinks better of it, that Nyan Cat machine. Sonoma creating such great racing here tonight in this multi-class series. Goodness, I can finally take a breath. If you're just now joining us, the MX5's coming in at 2,300 pounds, 17-inch tires, very nimble, very well balanced, easy to drive. Those Toyota GR86s, 2,800 pounds, a little bit heavier, 17-inch tires. Sure, they might be a bit more nimble to drive, but I don't know about that. I think it's just all about the straight line speed. And again, if you're just now joining us, join me, my series for the GT4 versus NASCAR League. This is what this is reminding me of here. Well, we have side-by-side Mazdas, but you got Daniel Higgins right here behind this battle, eating his popcorn, watching these MX5s go side-by-side. No kidding, they're fueling. I see you in chat as well. Oh, Caleb Greco missed your chat. Oh, Daniel getting a bit deep into the brakes. Caleb Greco, we'll hop onto that. Caleb Greco, I take that back. We'll cut to a static shot because, well, Caleb is actually out of the race at the moment. Oh, goodness, as we're still dealing with static shots here. Here comes Nico Colby, a little incident. I'll cut back to the YouTube chat here just a second. Is he going to get the tire barrier? No, just runs a little wide, and oh, done that one too many times in the Cup car. To try and put this into a little bit more perspective, we'll hop on board with Nico Colby, as this is a more real life shot that you'd see out of his real life camera. The MX5, look at him set up turn 12 here, just a little bit too much steering input. Thankfully, can take this car and, well, no damage here tonight, but oh boy, you take MX5 to Sonoma real life, that will not be the case there. As we once again go back to, let's see, Rob, the vintage IMSA at Sonoma is wild. Okay, side by side. Every time I look down, we're getting more side by sides. I believe that's an official series Rob Edgel is referring to there. Fat Rob on Discord. Hit him up for some paint schemes, and yes, that IMSA vintage series. It's you win some, you lose some, but it is most definitely one of the most fun road course official races here. As the battle for the lead between Stone Colby and Josh Hunter is starting to heat up just a little bit. Slater Colby, excuse me, is still trying to get past Amethyst Reese, but Josh Hunter is right there for the... Okay, I messed that up. Stone Colby, I had it right, is still in the lead in MX5. Amethyst Reese is trying to close the gap, but Josh Hunter is in between that battle and there. Excuse me, Daniel Higgins. Goodness, great. The logos are all blending together, guys. Daniel Higgins between that battle. The hills is what makes Sonoma unique. No kidding, there is elevation changes is what makes my favorite tracks. It's what makes them my favorite tracks. As we're looking side by side once again, Amethyst Reese, Josh Hunter here, two separate classes. And that's something I wish iRacing simulated just a little bit better, as those elevation changes. But I know they do the best they can, especially there at Laguna Seca. My goodness, you run the corkscrew, time in and time out, you're guaranteed to spin on exit. But it's still it's what makes Sonoma such a technical track, as you guys are saying there in YouTube land. And goodness, coming up to 8 laps to go here, it's starting to get to the nitty gritty. Tiago P. de Lima is now 1 second leading Jason Jin. Stone Colby continuing to lead MX5, and then the battle between Slater Colby and Josh Hunter continues. And this is for P2 and MX5. Got to remember the points that we talked about early on in the broadcast. Okay. As battles continue to heat up, Slater Colby taking that spot. Josh Hunter will now try to fight off Bill Wu and Joe Rainey. We're going to cut to one more Crank It Up here on Stam Studio Network with some side-by-side action. Why? I'm just starting to lose my voice. Joe Rainey is getting a front row battle between Bill Wu, Josh Hunter. Be right back, and you will not miss a thing here on Stam Studio Network. Alrighty, you can crank it back down. It is it's I, Sean Stam, back up here in the booth. And, well, Jason Jin has now what I thought was a good time to take a Crank It Up. This happens every time. Tiago P. de Lima, that doesn't happen every time. What happens is the bad timing on my part. Tiago P. de Lima going off track here, as we'll take a look at. And this is what we'll present, I believe, Jason Jin to come past him. Nope, that's after it happened. That's on me here. This is the incident here of what, yep, you see Jason Jin behind Tiago at the moment. This is heading back down the hill, turn 5, turn 6. Tiago going to run wide, save it, but just, I think it's gravel on the tires and starts to lose pace within his car. And then we're going to look at, well, there's no need to look at the past because he just runs off track again. But what we will look at, just real quick, is a Stone Colby incident. This is heading up to turn 2 here. Going to use a little rumble strips on exit. Did the track get me again? It did. Oh, Stone going to run way wide, taking the alternate track layout there. Goodness gracious. It happens, it happens. Sonoma a little tricky as, okay, well, don't count. How many times have I said this season, guys? Get me a count in chat. Tiago P. de Lima, he is prone. I will say this. He's prone to making these mistakes, but he always has the pace to get right back up on the back bumper. And once again, I said this before this broadcast, or earlier this broadcast, excuse me. If you're Jason Jin, there is no escaping this navy blue Loomis Cloud 86 in your back bumper and your rear view mirror. It's going to continue to get larger and larger. Coming down just to 4 minutes to go. Does Jason Jin have the cojones to hold off Tiago here? Or does what we've seen all season continue to happen? Tiago build the pace, get right back on Jason's back bumper, and make that pass. Well, you're just going to have to stick around and find out. Once again, this is Stam Studio Network. Sean Stam up in the booth. Josh Hunter, if you guys didn't see last race, he ran out of fuel on that last lap. Josh Hunter is now running P8 overall. That's P4 in class in Mazda. but that's not going to take away from our lead battle here. Tiago ran P3, excuse me, he finished P2 in class. He's not going to have that once again this race. Tiago wants to finish P1 this time in multi-class. We'll hop on board with him here as Jason Jin. He's getting a little bit further off into the distance. Tiago, now is the time to push it, buddy. And no, that is not rain. That is not why the why the windshield wipers came on there. For any of you new in iRacing, once the windscreen gets so much dirt on it, you gotta have that puppy clean. So you can either map a button to those windshield wipers or just have iRacing automatically do it. But Tiago P. de Lima, our one driver tonight that's not from the United States. He is our one Brazilian driver tonight, and he could possibly have what it takes to take to our race leader. As saw a big pass back here. Oh, that's Daniel Higgins going off track. That's what that incident was. That's going to be a slowdown and a half for the number 95. Yep, there goes Joe Rainey around. Expect Josh Hunter, Nico Colby to pass Daniel Higgins as well. Huge slowdown if you missed those barrels there in turn 12. What is Bueling saying? Using all the track limits every little bit. Man, we got Hewling commentating from the YouTube chat, and oh my goodness gracious. This battle continues to rage on between our two leaders, cutting to the SSN drone cam here in turn 5, one of the most important corners of the track, heading to a little short shoot into some S's. Sonoma, such a fun track. Here come the S's here. You can't use too much of those rumble strips, especially if you're running a little bit more aggressive camber setup on this Toyota GR86. Jason Jin continues to hold off Tiago P. de Lima, but for how long? Cutting real quick. Oh my gosh, real quick. Yeah, I am now a duck here in YouTube land. Daniel Higgins, he didn't have to serve too much of a slowdown because he was still back right on the back bumper of Mr. Bumblebee, Joe Rainey, number 11. I think this final turn, Tiago might send it in. We will hop back on it now. Well, he thought better of it, but we could be side by side this lap, Bueling here. Good call there in YouTube chat. It doesn't take much. This is the short track of road course racing. Battle for the lead overall. Jason Jin, Tiago P. de Lima. And if these drivers get into it, well, they have the gap because Amethyst Reese, get this, guys, 27 seconds back. Throw the elbows out, Jason. Throw them out, Tiago. This is all between the top two here. Coming into the last minute of Sonoma Raceway. Who gets it done? Tiago's going to have just a couple more chances here, but it's Jason Jin. At this point, it's his race to lose. He has had the pace. We'll bring up real quick the lap time differential. It has been a little back and forth. Matter of fact, Tiago P. de Lima, faster last lap by. But oh, it's going to be hard to hold off this number 10, especially when he's in the lead. I mean, the defense we've seen out of Jason Jin, the pace out of Jason Jin in this 86 Sim League Challenge. He could have what it takes to take the win away from Tiago P. de Lima after a self-induced mistake. Just a couple more turns here coming around. I believe that's turn 11 heading into turn 12. Tiago, he's got a send powered up. He's got probably a mushroom power up from Mario Kart, maybe even a star power coming toward the line here. Who is it going to be? Jason Jin, he is going to hold him off. Congratulations, Jason Jin. Did I speak too soon? I may have. No, I did not. Jason Jin barely holds off Tiago by 0.2 seconds. Amethyst Reese going to bring it home P3, and we'll cut back to this battle here for P4 in class and P7 overall. Holy cow is right. So that Tiago about had that thing. I thought I was about to bite my mouth here in the commentator booth. Tiago, congratulations P2 as we're continuing to battle it out here back in the pack. That's going to be Joe Rainey and Ali Kasey solidifying P8, P9 overall. Josh Hunter here will bring it home P10. Oh man, Josh Hunter once again after a heartbreaker last week, a little heartbreaker this week, lost 6 spots since the start, as he is now, gonna need to bring that home on a flatbed. Okay. I'm gonna bring you the rest of our names here, and then we're gonna cut to a quick commercial break, get these drivers in for a top 3 interview here at the Sam Studio Network. Going on, Nico Colby finishing P13 overall. That's P7 in class. Martin Miles, Caleb Greco, and then our 2 drivers that DNF'd. Going back to the front of the pack, Jason Jin getting the win there in Toyota GR86, as there comes the intro music. Or outro, you can call it. So Tiago P2 and Amethyst Reese P3. Stone Colby, Slater Colby, Bill Woo P3, and Mazda. Those drivers I just mentioned will be in for a quick driver interview. Daniel Higgins coming in P7, P4 in class. Another P4 in class, Joe Rainey. MX5 coming in home P8. Ali Kasey, P9 overall. P5 in class. Yep, Josh Hunter, P5 in class, P10. Warren Johnson, 11th overall. P6 in class. Jake Steckler, 6th in class, 12th overall. Goodness gracious. Okay. Quick ad break, just a quick little 20 seconds, and we'll be right back to give you some driver interviews. Who's that burning it down there? Oh, one driver. Okay. Oh, it's Nico, of course. Well, before we cut to commercial, there he is. Nico, give us a wave if you can hear us. This might just take the commercial. Oh, Slater's not too. Okay. Well, this will be interesting in driver interviews. What is Nico doing? We'll be right back here at Sam Studio Network. Stick with us. Alrighty, back here on Stam Studio Network, Mr. Jason Jin, our race winner. Do you have a copy?
Are we on?
I believe so here.
All right.
Something like that. If that was Jason, man.
Sean's got a lot of work to do.
No kidding there.
Okay.
Let me see. Was that Jason? Okay, I see you still
Hope I'm
muted,
not
but I'm
last.
going to ask the question regardless.
First play. Yeah, he's gonna decide, I guess.
Yeah, if he is here, cool. If not, we'll see. But Jason Jin, a little a mistake that you capitalized on, Tiago P. DeLima. If you can hear us, walk us through kind of what happened when you passed him there. And if you can't hear us, we will cut to Tiago to see what happened as you ran off track. Gulp. Okay, we'll be right back with Jason Jin, or come back to him. Tiago, you got a copy? Oh no! Okay, Amethyst Reese?
Sean, you're muted. No, you're muted, Sean.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that's why. I joined here muted. That's on me. All right. Jason Jin, here we go. I'm not going to set it up, but you got a copy?
Here, how's it going?
There we go. Okay, that's on me. I was muted in the old Discord. But after a little mistake off from Tiago P. DeLima there, going to capitalize on it. What went through your mind as you passed him there?
Honestly, I was just kind of watching if he was going to save it. That was a humongous slide. It was unbelievable that he saved it. But yeah, that gave me the opportunity to retake the lead. And it was a really close fight all the way from the beginning to the end. So it was a great race, Tiago.
Then we see you're going off track here just a little bit, but with 25 incidents on the line, I guess you had just a few to give. And speaking of give, is there anybody that you'd like to shout out for letting you come out and race with us tonight? And matter of fact, get the win.
Just thanks, Warren, for hosting this. It's been a little bit busy for me, so I try to join when I can. And thanks, Tiago, for making a really competitive race. And thank you for broadcasting. So. Yep.
No, it was. I'm going to be a little bit busy trying to get some replays and such here up in the booth. But congratulations here, Jason Jin, on your race win. And with that, we're going to cut to Mr. Tiago P. DeLima, now that I'm not muted here, finishing at P2 overall.
Hi guys, good evening. Oh my god, that was a really good race, you know, like pretty much, I messed at the start. I forgot it was like only on green and I kind of accelerated and then I forgot, I had, oh my god, I need to slow down, and then I slowed down and then Jason passed like a rocket. So completely my fault, but then man, really close racing all around. And pretty much we had the same pace, me and Jason. I think I had a little, it's really small advantage on T11. I don't know if it was set up or something like that, but pretty much the same pace the whole race. I mean, we were pretty close, and at some point I passed him, but then I completely messed. Well, I don't know the name of that turn, but I don't know how did I save that because it was a huge slide, and I just broke, you know, just brake like crazy, and he passed it back, and then I could cut up to him again, but I mean, there was no way to pass, and I mean, overall, really good race, really fair battle.
Goodness, that's it's so much fun watching you because I mean I think you're so aggressive on the driving style that sometimes we do have a little off track here and there, but the pace just to get back up even after something like that happened, it's quite immaculate. And my goodness, that being said, is there anybody that you would like to shout out here, Tiago?
Well, it's always good to be with all the drivers. I think everybody makes it, and also you, Stan, and Warren as always, you know.
Well, you got to thank the drivers right back because we couldn't be here doing this without you guys. And real quick before we move on to Amethyst and our drivers there in MX5, that first little slip we just saw a replay of, did that get like some gravel on the tires and you started to lose grip, or did you just, was it kind of, you overshot it there in that one corner where then Jason Jin is able to pass you?
No, I think I just overshot, you know. I just overshot and kind of lose the rear.
I'm trying to get a quick replay of that.
So are you talking about lap 1 or?
Oh, I later in the race here trying to hold off Jason Jin.
No. I just overshot it and I lost
okay.
the rear. You know, that was it. And as Jason mentioned, I had like a huge slide, so I pretty much had to pretty much stop the car to save it.
Well, thanks again for taking a quick word with us. We're going to cut down to our P3 driver here tonight, GR86, Amethyst Reeds.
Hello.
Hey, yeah, congratulations on your P3 here tonight. What was it like behind
Thank
the
you.
wheel? My goodness.
Oh, there was a lot of hard racing throughout that with all the MX5 drivers. Excellent close racing. And there's a couple unfortunate incidents that slowed things down. I thought Daniel had gotten away from me towards the end. Sorry for him, but thankful for me. He had a spin a couple laps towards the end, and I was able to, take back that podium.
Well, congratulations there. It was so, excuse me, it's so much fun watching the Nyan Cat machine take to the track here in the 86 Challenge League. Is there anybody that makes it possible for you here tonight?
As always, want to thank my partner Ember just for being amazing, and everybody in the league for all the respectful but hard racing. It's been a lot of fun.
That's well said. Such respectful, such hard racing between everybody here in GR86 Challenge, or excuse me, 86 Challenge Sim League. Thank you so much, Amethyst, and we're going to cut to our race winner there in MX5, Stone Colby. You got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alrighty, sorry that took a little bit to get to your little technical difficulties, but we see you down there at the bottom, Cam. Goodness, after you passed him there in the GoPro machine, the number 52, kind of ran away with it. What was it like there in the cockpit of the MX5?
Beginning of it was actually pretty action-packed. We were all going back and forth, and then obviously the mixture with the GR86s. But just little few more mistakes than everybody else, and I was able to get up into that P1, and then I kind of just tried to pull away and just keep the tire temp down because the track was super hot, and just try to bring it home.
Man, you said it best there. What battling that was there beginning of the race. Then things started to kind of single file out. But what about the class differential? And secondly, what about how this car feels kind of compared to real life?
This car's way looser in the game than real life. It's like almost like a drift car. You're counter steering the hell out of it, and I mean the only thing in my opinion that's pretty similar is the turning in some spots, but I mean it's close, but it's not quite there. The car in real life definitely sticks and turns way better than you would imagine. In the game, you're slipping and sliding everywhere, but it makes it fun.
Is that tire model you point to that? Is that just, I mean, session state, or there's so much that goes into it, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, I think I really, to be honest with you, I couldn't tell you. I mean, it could be sway bar, it could be rebound compression. I mean, who knows? But yeah, it's definitely, it's way, like the GR86 is way more put together than the Miata, but I always go towards the Miata because obviously I drive it in real life. So
well, thank you again, Stone, for a quick little word with us. Congratulations. And who are we shouting out tonight?
overstockvehicles.com, valleycargroup.com, like usual. And yeah, you guys for broadcasting it, and Warren, obviously, for putting on a great league. It's fun. I see people joining the Discord every day, which means there's just more users, and which is cool. And yeah, my friends and family watching. And I did not mean valleycargroup.com, overstockvehicles.com, and vehiclebuyers.com. There you go.
There it is. Man, after such a physical and mental and enduring race, that's an easy mistake to make. But congratulations once again. We're gonna cut to our P2 there in MX5. Slater Colby, you got a copy, buddy?
I'm here.
Hey, there he is. Top of the screen in the driver cams. What happened tonight? I mean, my gosh, it was a battle, both classes. Walk us through it, man.
Honestly, in the beginning, I kind of just put the popcorn in the lap and act like I was watching a movie. Those guys were kind of going back and forth for a while, and I kind of just wanted to stay in the draft and kind of just stay there and wait for some mistakes. And that happened. Joe unfortunately went off, and then I just put a couple passes in, got behind Stone, and then tried to reel him in. And then the last two laps, just kept making mistakes and couldn't get it done. But I'll take a P2.
That's well said. Although the mistakes were made, you came home away with that P2. Great run for the points as well. Oh man, I know I asked Stone this, but how does the MX5 kind of compare to real life racing in the MX5?
Honestly, he hit it on the nose. It's kind of crazy. It's really slippery in the game, like super slippery. It feels like you got a bunch of lunch trays underneath the tires, but
getting that thing sideways.
Yeah, once you kind of get the hang of it and you kind of got to counter steer and kind of pitch the rear end, it's more fun to drive. But in real life, there's really no comparison. In real life, it sticks like glue, and it's honestly it feels like it has so much downforce that it's really hard to spin out. But I don't know, it's good training in the game, and it gets your arms a little bit of a workout. So
oh, that's really interesting because when I was first getting into road racing, this is the car that everybody, or at least I did, and like you said, you kind of have to control the rear, control the turn in with the throttle pedal, and that's these Colby brothers. Once again, happy sibling day, by the way. You guys know how to do, so congratulations on your P2.
appreciate it.
Alrighty, we're gonna cut to Mr. Bill Wu before we get out of here with a quick, well, after that, I think we got Warren Johnson interview, but Bill Wu, you got a copy here, the number 55 MX5.
Yes, sir.
I believe this could be our first time interviewing you this season. Man, walk us through it. How'd you get it up there in P3 in class?
Oh, I think I got P2 on the first multi-class race. But good to be back on the podium.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. That was so much fun to watch. I got Hello Kitty on that machine. That's
yeah.
Hey, if I saw that right next to me, I'd be leaving a little bit more space. Not because of you, but because of me. I wouldn't want to do anything wrong there. But back to the race here tonight. Kind of walk us through it, and how'd you end up there P3 in class?
Yeah, so I was having some trouble keeping pace with the Colby brothers. They're pretty quick, and I don't know, the no clouds in the sky really had the car sliding all over the place. and I was losing some speed in the S's, but managed to keep it up around the turn 3 complex. But since this is a home track, felt good finishing podium.
Oh, that definitely, it means that much more. That's so cool. Do you do any of that real life racing out there with GR86, or just happen to be West Coast here?
I competed street class last year and then got P2 in the championship.
Oh, hey, there you go. Late congratulations to P2, the championship run real life. Congratulations P3 to you here tonight in class. Who are we thanking?
Shout out to Warren Johnson for hosting the league.
Woohoo!
All the 86 challenge competitors, you guys are super awesome, showing up all the time. And yeah, that's all I got.
Well, thank you so much, Bill Wu. That's I know that goes a long way for Mr. Warren Johnson, everybody there behind the scenes. So thank you so
Yes,
much,
sir.
and we're gonna cut to the man himself, Warren Johnson, before I catch my plane ride home. Thank you guys that have stuck around for driver interviews, and yeah, Warren, are you here? You got a copy?
Oh yeah, how we doing?
Man, I'm doing all right after this one. Don't know how I haven't lost my voice yet. There's so much to unpack from this race here tonight. Oh man, we see you there finishing, I believe, P6 in class, 11th overall. What was it like behind the wheel, man?
I didn't have a good qualifying run, but I feel like I had a good start to the race. Good first like 6-7 laps, and then had a little incident with Daniel Higgins, and then I kind of faded back from there. The track was getting pretty hot, I feel like, but it was a fun ride. I really like driving here. I used to hate this track on the simulator, but now I'm really starting to like it, and it's pretty scary driving here in real life too. We're going here in I think like about a month we'll be here with the real life 86 challenge, but yeah, it was a fun race. You know, I on the comms I was listening to everybody, and they seemed like they were having a good time, and I think it was a great race overall.
Hopefully there's a little bit more grass there on the sides when you guys come here in just, what'd you say, about a month time?
There won't be.
No?
It's gonna look exactly
No.
like this when we go there.
Well, hopefully
But,
still
yeah,
maybe some sheep on the hill or something. I don't know.
There's always some weird animals out there, but yeah, I won't take up too much of your time. I know you've just done back-to-back races.
Oh yeah. Hey, thanks for joining me last race too up in the booth.
Absolutely, it's fun. I'll do that anytime. But I'll just like to thank everyone for coming. I'd also like to thank Robert, specifically Robert Schwenkler. He's helped out a lot with the league, bringing him in, and he's a great driver also. But he's done a lot of work behind the scenes. So I'd like to shout him out and shout out everybody in the league again. We got a good championship going here. Thiago's in the lead with Redmond right behind him. Stone, Daniel, Joe, Slater, myself, Amethyst, Maxim, Jake, and Josh. That's a good lineup right there for top 10. So it's gonna be really interesting coming down the line here. We got I think where are we next week? We got Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Monday. That's gonna be fun for the GRs. And then we got Road America Multi-Class GT3, GT4. That's going to be a great race. That's one of my favorite tracks. So look forward to that. And everybody on YouTube, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys on Monday.
Yes, sir, Bob. Warren, you said it best. We're going to head up on out of here. Well, I thought about taking a car on that. Is that the drag stretch right there, I believe we're looking at. But we'll have to wait till next time, get some cars lined up on the drag straightaway. Here from Sonoma, my name's been Sean Stam. This has been the 86 Challenge Multi-Class Sim League, coming at you live from Stam Studio Network. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and well, we'll be seeing you next time. Thanks so much, guys, and have a great rest of your night.
Thank you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.